Hello everybody, and welcome back to No Man's Sky. As you can see, we are already suffering from a little bit of thermal protection falling. Wonderful, I love a warm planet. This is episode 7, and you might notice that there's no webcam. Unfortunately, I just got moved into a new room. That's been great and everything, but unfortunately, for some reason I started streaming and the webcam just stopped working. I have no clue why. But I'll fix that for next time. We're just going to get right back to it for this episode, and everything should go fine. At least I hope so. Alright. So, last time, if I recall properly, it's been about 3 weeks, we couldn't get the build menu to work, and that's why we stopped. Now, the good news is, for some reason, I think since one of the patches they probably fixed a bunch of bugs, that seems to be working now. Now, all I have to do is remember what the controls are for this game, because it's been a while. In case you're wondering, because yes, no, I don't know what the controls are. I have not been back to go and rebuild the base. We were right where we left off. I know I said I'd build it, but I have been a bit busy with an event here at Caltech called Rotation, which has been pretty fun. It's basically introducing all freshmen to Caltech to a variety of the houses, a variety of the dorms here at Caltech, and figuring out which ones they want to live in. It's a really fun process, but it is pretty time-consuming, so I haven't had a ton of time to play video games. Certainly not enough time to go and build a large base in No Man's Sky. Alright, so, where did we leave off? Let's check the log, that'll tell us. Locate the crashed freighter. We did that. We needed a refiner for something, and I don't remember what. But that's okay, we're going to keep going with this. Let me check what's in here. In our inventory, nothing of interest. So it says, the first traveler, log encryption key required, search the crash site for secure containers. I thought we discovered a few of those, but apparently not enough. Alright, well there's one right underneath here, so we're just going to go ahead and mine that and get access to it, and in theory it will have one of the keys we need, unless cargo pods are distinct from whatever it's asking us to look for. I'm not quite sure. I don't see anything on the... Oh, wait, never mind. Oh, no, that's our portable refiner. Is that a new icon? I think so. I don't remember that being here last time. They have released a couple of patches in these past 3 weeks, so quite a bit has been fixed and changed, and hopefully, that will mean no more crashes in the anomaly. That would be fantastic. Alright, well this one's available. Alright, I remember what went wrong last time. We needed the refiner because we didn't have any pure ferrite. It always comes down to pure ferrite, doesn't it? Alrighty. So let's put some carbon in there, except I'm apparently out of carbon. I guess so. Fascinating. I didn't realize I'd run out of that at any point, but I suppose I did. We need to put in some ferrite dust, which we collected plenty of last time. We're just going to let it go ahead and refine there. I forget how much we need. I think it was like 23. Not too much. We're going to go ahead and get like 100 of it. That should be fine, because we're going to want to open a few containers, if I had to guess. I would be very surprised if it was just open the first container you find and ta-da, the security key or whatever it is, the log encryption key is in there. Alright, it's all coming back to me. I remember where we left off. Alright, so this is going to leak some radiation, but it has the encryption key. I take it back. There you go, it really is the first one you come across. Fantastic. Well, that's useful for us. Alright, so let's go ahead and pick this up and access the crashed freighter log. So we're trying to figure out more about the mysterious traveler anomaly called Null, who happens to look like us. He's also a light bulb, which is pretty cool. All right, let's go ahead and read the log. They struck as one, and attacks somehow coordinated across unfathomable distances. With a fury exceeding all prior skirmishes, the Sentinels annihilated all biological life in the universe. In a span of 54.2 standard minutes? Only I remained. The Korvax stood with me in the end, to their credit. They concealed me within their flotilla as they headed towards the center. Oh. Yeah, you gotta find more keys to continue the story. Alright. We'll go to that one, because I don't think we opened any of them. At least I don't think so. I'm not completely certain on that. I did open the doors, but I don't actually remember if I got access to anything. Nope, we did access that one. Alright. Alright, so that does mean it wasn't the first that we came across. That's useful data. Cargo pod. Let's dig under there. Nope, apparently not. Alright, we have to go around in order to get to it. That's fine. Alright. Let us take a look. Oh, that looks like a station of some kind. Fascinating. We might want to go investigate that afterwards. Alright. We'll just dig straight down. Ah, we made it. Fantastic. Nice and easy. Pure ferrite and copper. We have both of those things, and therefore, we get another log encryption key. Wonderful. A little bit of radiation. Not going to do us harm. Probably. Nope, not going to do us harm. We're good, we're good. Let's continue this story. I assume we're going to need another one of these keys afterwards, probably. 3 tends to be a very archetypal number to use in this situation. Alright. Log integrity compromised. Patching. Continue reading the log. They are coming now. The screams of my friend resonate. Ooh, the screams of my friends resonate in every hall, every corner. The sentinels have found me. I told Nada to leave. I told them what we already know. All of us. We are not alone. Even if I die, Nada will come to find me again in another universe. 10 just like me. 1,000. 1,000,000. We are not alone, for every soul is many. Even in the face of 16, we must declare that we lived. We existed, no matter the horror of the end. They are at my door. Error. Unexpected log termination. Alright. So this is interesting. We learned last time that 16, at least in part, corresponds to the portoglyphs. The portoglyphs that we can use to transport ourselves around the universe, which is pretty darn cool. So, does it mean anything else? I don't know. Okay, activate the holoterminus. Fantastic. In that case, we need to go back to space. Back to space and find wherever the holoterminus was. I don't remember if it was on this planet. Nope, it'll probably give us an indicator. Oh no, holoterminus arrive in 42 seconds. It's really close, actually. A lot closer than most others. Oh, wait, what? Artemis, hello? I escaped, traveler, I escaped. One moment I was running from them, the stars shifting, the terrible smiles within the dark. And then the next, I was here. Well, wherever here is. This new world has a sun, has life, it's beautiful, but I think anything would be beautiful after the months I spent in that awful place. I'm ready to get going now, though. We'll do what we did before, except there will be no shifting stars to stop us this time. If you bring this star chart to a nearby station, I'm sure we'll find each other soon. Except you're trapped in a simulation. Oh no. Artemis is unaware of everything. They don't know that they died. That I made a choice to bind their soul within a simulated star system. Well, if I continue the deception, they're only going to be disappointed by the fact that I don't show up. I think it's more important that I tell them the truth. Artemis, you're in a simulation. I hope you find happiness. But how do I tell them the world is not real? Even if I saved them from their death, I took away their dreams from them. They are limited to a single system and will never meet a kindred soul. Yes, I'm aware of this, but Nada's taking care of everything. I'm sure it will be okay. I'm going to present the positives. I think it's good to hit them with the good news first. Let's try that approach. I tell Artemis everything, from the moment I discover the grade to the final upload of Artemis' soul to a simulated solar system. Artemis thinks I'm joking at first, but as I try to tell them the positive that their simulation is a Corvax relic that no explorer has ever seen before, they just stare at me. I will never forget how their smile falters. After a few questions, they tell me that they need some time to think about what I said. Yep, I sort of figured that would be the reaction. Oh, that's really unfortunate. I still think we did the right thing, because Nada has been taking care of that for a very long time. Nada obviously cares about it a great deal, so I feel like we can trust Nada to provide Artemis with all that Artemis needs. It's a single system, but I hope they can find happiness. And even, I mean, like, if they want it to end, all they have to do is communicate that to Nada, right? And then Nada can take care of it. Nada can terminate the simulation whenever's necessary. So, I still think what we did was right. Holoterminus activated. Multiple signal sources available. The tower hosts a powerful transmitter. Yep, this is the same dialogue. Let's talk to Null. We have a lot to talk about, buddy. What's going on? You're from a different universe, I think. We get that much. What did you find out there? Tell me everything. Well, here are my discoveries. Here's what I've got. I tell Null of the freighter and its recordings, how it spoke of a world where the Sentinels eliminated all life, leaving only a traveler in a single Korvax entity. I chose my words with care. Oh, I choose my words with care. You think I do not know who that Korvax entity is? Do not be so naive, traveler. Do you think anything you have is a surprise? Anything you have read is a surprise to me? But I had to be sure of what I suspected. I know it now. The Atlas is with you. You could not see these things if it did not wish it. That freighter was a wreck from a parallel universe. There are countless such places within our multiverse, dimensions where things happened differently. But there are 3 exceptions to this. The Atlas is omnipresent in all, a singular being with a singular perception. The Sentinels move between dimensions at will. Well, we sort of know the Sentinels are part of Atlas. They're like a program that Atlas has set up in order to maintain the state of the universe. So let's figure out a little bit more about what Atlas is itself. That I'm much more interested in. The Atlas created all life, and the Sentinels defended it. Yes, got that bit. Searching for anomalies within that creation. That they annihilated an entire universe. Well, something must have been quite wrong for them to do a thing like that. After a time, the Sentinels ended their service to the Atlas. The Sentinels ended their service to the Atlas? Fascinating. How do they do that? Ask how they know. Ask what went wrong. I don't know if Null knows, but I'm curious, so... It was the Travelers who corrupted existence. Our arrival was meant to herald a glorious age, but we made a terrible mistake. I committed an act beyond forgiveness, and from this deed, paradise was lost. But something is different in this cycle. The walls between universes, they grow thin. Nada knows this, but they can keep their head in the sand. Interesting. We must learn what we can from each species before we decide what to do. Visit a Vy'keen station and speak with them. I will translate. Alright, well, I guess we have our orders. We better head off to a Vy'keen system. Very interesting, very interesting. So, Null blames themselves for whatever happened, which we still don't quite understand. What mistake was this exactly? There's no indication as to what that is whatsoever, just that it happened in a different universe, presumably, and now here we are. Oh. And now here we are. Sorry, I was just reading the space anomaly. Share it with Nada. You know what? I'm willing to risk it. I'm willing to hope that everything has been patched and fixed since the last time we played, and therefore we can summon the space anomaly, and nothing will go terribly wrong. I hope. Oh, actually, I think the space anomaly... Oh yeah, the space anomaly's already there. Alright, we'll just fly on over. Great. And we'll be there in 45 seconds. Fantastic. Alright, and we've arrived at the space anomaly. Heck yeah. Okay, now, theoretically, with these patches, it won't break. Hopefully. Oh goodness, please don't crash. I don't want to deal with that again. Well, so far so good. Except for the fact that the space anomaly is showing up in a couple of places. Alright. Spend salvage data, or just space anomaly. I assume that's a marker for nada, or something of the like. Not completely sure. Anyway, that's quite fascinating. Let's go take a look. And inform nada. It doesn't look like anything's rendering strangely, so I'm gonna take that for the best and hope that everything will be okay. Hey, Nada! We can finally talk to you, in theory, without crashing. Vy'keen entities have a long history. Conflict, honor, rage, pride. Ah, Klingons. And yet so static, defined by themselves, never changing. Nada waits as if expecting me to ask something else. Well, please tell me what you know about Null. Missing entity is not missing as they believe. Nada is not traveler entity, but Nada is not young and foolish. Missing entity has their beliefs, their project. So be it. Interesting. Well, Nada and Null seem very at odds with one another based on everything that's been discussed thus far. So we're not going to waste too much time on the space anomaly. We just did that, but it didn't update the objective. I'm going to go ahead and move on for fear of whatever that might entail as a possible bug. So let's get back to our ship. We're going to go to a Vy'keen system and find a cartographer. Sounds like a great plan. And then hopefully, I don't know, maybe we'll get more answers from Null about what's going on. Or well, rather about what happened. I guess what also happens to be going on presently, but more importantly, a bit about the past leading up to the present. It's good to know history. Alright, so let's take a look. Where are we? What system is this exactly? We're in a Gek system. Hyperdrive has no fuel. Ah, that is a problem. Alright, we can fix that easily. Alright, let's go ahead and... first of all, I should probably recharge the pulse engine. Wait a minute, what? Oh, okay, good. I thought that showed the wrong number for a second. I thought it said 178 tritium, and I was like, no, we have like 2k of that stuff. Anyway, warp cells, we need animator housing and antimatter. Well, good news. That's not what I meant to make. I'm just gonna casually get rid of that. In theory, we only need one jump. At least I hope so. So let's go ahead and take a look on the map. Let's see what there is to see. Alright. So, looking around... That is a Korvax system. That is an empty system. That is also an empty system. That is an empty system. Wow, lots of empty systems. Ah, Vy'keen system. Perfect. Of course it is. It's the thing with the marker on it, you know, to tell you to go there. Yay, quest markers! This is not WoW Classic. It actually tells you where to go. Fantastic. Alright. Lovely. Well, this is a really pretty sky. I like the colors of this system. Okay, that's maybe a bit too teal. I take it back. I like the colors right here. Like, this gradient where it changes. Anyway, let's not waste more time. We gotta go talk to a Vy'keen cartographer. No, we're too close to use the pulse engine. Unfortunate. Alright. Hello, Vy'keen cartographer. I must speak with you immediately because you're going to give me data that I need to get for some reason. I guess we haven't interacted much with the Vy'keen, except for the fact that our freighter is run by Vy'keen. Beyond that, I guess we've mostly just been going to Gek and Korvax systems, so we don't know too much about what's going on with Vy'keen. Alrighty. Yep, that's definitely what I meant to do. Alright. Fantastic. Hello, Vy'keen cartographer. I should probably turn in all of my data to you while we're here, but we'll just turn in, I guess, whatever Null needs us to. Poi enso kaif. Ogs konkens naya unknown. Vy'keen no kengse hub weapons rudoze hubsine. Bata naya imai. Tell me about the Vy'keen, I guess. As the warrior begins their bark, I feel a strange frequency vibrate through my skull. I see a flash of Null's glowing orb behind my eyes. Suddenly, the Vy'keen's words ring clear in my ears. Wow, why am I having trouble talking today? Words are hard. Incredible. Grah, pathetic interloper, prying into Viking's secrets, cowardly spy! I should kill Grah! No, that's not good. Please don't kill us. Boss, traveler must be aided. Such is the command of Herc. Herc? Herc? Who's Herc? What? Prove yourself, interloper. Retrieve the words of Herc, ascend in Viking glory. Then you shall have your words. I will reveal only this. Location of Herc's command is marked for you. Commune with their words. Grah. That's really fascinating. It's really fascinating that it's called Herc. I say this only as a huge Star Trek fan. The Klingons were once, about a long time ago in their history, I think like 1,000 years before TNG or whatever, were at war with a species called the Herc. So it's kind of funny that the Viking, who are so oddly like Klingons, also have some interesting reference to Herc. I would be surprised if that's not on purpose. Alright, let's go take a look though. There's some ancient ruin we need to go check out. We just need to get a Viking artifact to prove our honor to the cartographer, and then in theory we're good to go. So yeah, I guess in between, while we're jumping around from planet to planet, I could talk a little bit about what's been going on. So, for those of you who are just now joining, welcome back! It's the 28th of September, which means we're back on schedule. I had about a 3-week break where I was back home without my streaming PC, but now I've moved back into Caltech, and everything is good to go. I'd show that to you, but unfortunately, the webcam broke. So, we'll have to skip that for today. But I'll get that fixed for next stream, which will most likely be next Saturday. These are probably going to become weekly streams. The occasional Sunday part that I mentioned down below in the bio is going to be more likely occasional than it was over the summer when I actually had time to stream. So we'll have these nice little 2-hour streams once a week. We'll continue the story, and then once we finish the story, we might move on to a different game or something. We'll figure that out as I go. And then at random, we'll have intermittent fractal streams, which will be tons of fun. Oh no. Okay, we're just gonna land. I'm not gonna look for a landing zone. I was gonna fly around and see if I could find anything, but at risk of hitting that again, I'm just gonna not. Let's go ahead and grab a Viking artifact. So I noticed there was a knowledge stone over here, so let's go ahead and grab a Viking word, because we don't know any, or we don't know a lot of Viking words. Oh, that's a very useful one. Interloper, they use that a lot. Grah, also, I thought we knew the word for grah. Maybe I'm mistaken. Viking word for the, alright, all very useful words. The noble travelers will be spared. Their journey through the cosmos shall not be thwarted, so it is decreed. The will of Herc commands it. The Viking shall honor the judgment and belief of the ancients. Ancient knowledge passed down through generations of Viking warriors spills from the marker stone, filtering into my mind like a long-forgotten memory. Well, let's speak a little bit in Viking. I begin to speak, and my voice is seized by an unknown power. I roar, taking myself by surprise. None hamper the path towards Drindok. Drindok? We'll go with that. As the Sentinels, they must be destroyed. Their time will be ended. So it has been written, so it shall come to be. This the Vikings swear. I'm gonna try doing that again. I call out once more, my throat harsh and gasping. The sound guttural. The words spill forth, summoned by the power of the monolith. The Book of Herc speaks of the rise of the travelers. They shall ascend, delving into the boundless void. The Vikings shall not impede their ascent, for the travelers must prevail. So decrees the word of Herc. Interesting, so the Viking adhere to some sort of prophecies. That's fascinating. That's really interesting. As the words fade, their lines still resonating in my vision, I find myself in possession of an ancient tome. Oh, would this be the Book of Herc? No, it's a Viking tablet, which may contain the words of Herc. All hail Herc, I guess. I'm not. Oh, whoa! Sentinel Force activated. Hold up. All I did was talk to some ancient Viking memories or whatever. Don't come after me, Sentinels. We're doing fine things here. I know that stone told me that every one of you is going to be destroyed, but don't worry about it. It's fine, I promise. All right, we'll head back to the Viking cartographer. We'll hand them this tablet, and all will be well with the universe. Well, that's not true. Actually, the universe is falling apart. But we're going to fix that one step at a time, and null is a very important step as far as things go. Artemis was one step, but it feels like Artemis's story has sort of wrapped up. It feels like, I mean, we've put Artemis into a sub-simulation, as it was noted. Very interesting. I suppose we'll find more about that later. But as far as we know, Artemis is safe. Apollo seems... Well, I mean, I guess Apollo walked through the portals, right, to try and visit Artemis. We haven't heard from Apollo since. Now we need to figure out what's going on with Null, and who knows where we'll go from there. We know a little bit of the history, and I guess we're about to find out a bit more from understanding the last race that we haven't talked to here, the Viking. It's very interesting because we were sort of led through each of the three species over the course of meeting these three characters in the story, which is a really fascinating way of doing it. It makes perfect sense, all things considered, and I look forward to seeing where this progresses. So, hopefully the cartographer will give me some information as to a hollow terminus, or their history, possibly both. I don't know. Let's find out. Also, for those of you joining the stream, I think I mentioned this a little bit earlier, but no, the base has not yet been built. I have been quite busy, so that's still on the to-do list. I know, I repeatedly said I promise I will build the base. It will happen. I guarantee you, by the end of the series, we will have an awesome base, a completely rebuilt, excellent one with an underground garage and who knows what else. But it is not there yet. It will be, but it's not there yet. Null wished for me to visit the Viking and learn what I could of the Atlas, the creator of all universes, the Sentinels, rebellious hunters of anomalies, and the Travelers who committed some unforgivable act long ago. Null specifically blamed themselves for that act, at least based on the previous dialogue, so who knows what's going on there. So here's the tablet. Please tell me about your people. Grah, you have communed with Herc. Who exactly is Herc? You are worthy, interloper.
They say Herc Druckmann Jr. is a character who appears in Far Cry 3, Far Cry 4, and in Far Cry 5. To find out more, look for the link in your Google Home or Google Assistant app.
Thanks, Google. I have a Google Home in this room, and apparently I said something close enough to, well, the phrase that activates it, and mentioned Herc, which interestingly brought up a different video game series, Far Cry, which I've actually never played. Anyway, ignoring that, you are worthy, interloper. Make your request. Be bold. Well, we really... Ooh. Ask more about the Atlas. Okay, I think we have enough info on the Atlas at the moment. Tell me what you know about the Travelers. What did they do? Tell me about the past. Grah, the Travelers must be aided, the Travelers must prevail. Why? They repeat their words as though they haven't heard me. Alright, well, tell me more about the Atlas then. Grah, do not speak that name. Only pathetic beings worship the liar Atlas. Why is the Atlas a liar? What's going on with that? Any being that claims to be a god is not one, interloper. Progenitor Herc knew this well. Battle Brother Null did not. They died for a false dream. Interesting. The Viking tells me of their history, of wars with the Gek, of Korvax slaves and tyrannous empires. Oh goodness. The Viking suggests that if Atlas is a god, then it is insane. I am about to leave when I notice something in the Viking's terminal. 2 digits blinking endlessly. They feel familiar. Hey, tell me what you know about 16. Grah. What? Interloper, what face are... The Viking is visibly pained by my mention of the number, staring at their terminals as if they've seen it for the first time. Their words slur, a strange sound entering every sentence. Oh, I guess we're done. It looked like he had more dialogue, but it just sort of cut out. Fascinating. All right. Okay, so important question. What happens when any of these species, happens to count up? Is it like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and then they just skip to 17 or something? Some numerical system that's different for whatever reason, because they're like 16. It's evil. We cannot speak the number. The number drives us insane. There's just no 16. It's really funny to think about. All right, so we need to go to a Korvax system now. So it's interesting. We got to go back to all of the systems. That's not the right button. So I better make a bit more fuel. So let's make some antimatter and antimatter housing. And a warp cell, and then another one. Might as well charge up our hyperdrive with a couple of these, because why not? Alright, let's take a look. Let us fly out to a Korvax system, which is actually not where we were, but it's over here. Let's go. Fantastic. Alright. So, I also noticed what looked to be an Atlas icon. Wow, that's really pretty. That's a really pretty red planet. I'm very tempted to go check it out, but I can't get distracted. Not now. So there's an Atlas interface around here. There's an Atlas interface around here. Following the icon. Following the icon. Following the icon. And it is... Where exactly? Am I missing it? Am I blind? I thought I just went in a circle. Where is this Atlas interface? I do want to check that out. I want to know a little bit more about the Atlas from the Atlas itself. What it claims to be exactly. Oh, this is really weird. I cannot figure out where, for the life of me, this thing is supposed to be. I don't see it any... Oh! Well, there it is. Found it. Alright, well, that was obvious. I sort of figured it would be grand and imposing, and we'd, figure out the moment we saw it. So, here we go. Alright, we're going to enter this Atlas station, Atlas interface, and learn a little bit more about the Atlas. And then we'll go talk to the Korvax cartographer. Oh, it's also asking us to share our revelations with Nada. I guess we could go back. But Nada just seems to have, very brief commentary on every situation, which amounts to, oh, everybody's, got their own plans and stuff, it's fine. Or whatever. That's sort of the impression I've gotten. So we might just skip that for right now and keep going, because we are sort of on a limited time frame. Being limited, of course, to only a couple of hours every week to get through a huge, epic storyline. Alright, so we've learned a couple of new Korvax words, it and a. Those are very useful words. I'm going to assume this gives us warp cells like usual. It does. Fantastic, we need those. Geometric construct. Oisert. Fascinating. Look at that creature. Entity. Thing. The Atlas does look really cool. I gotta say, Hello Games did a great job just making these look absolutely epic. Endless night unfolds before existence. The seeking of the kindred never ends. What does that mean? Wonder and fear, silence and delight, knowledge awaits. Another Atlas interface. How many of these constructs exist in the deep void? How long have they been slumbering, waiting for a traveler? Have they been expecting me? Am I somehow chosen? The Atlas crafted this existence. The Gek, the Vy'keen, the Korvax, the stars that fill the skies, and the hatred that burns within the deep. Every world that turns and every form that lives, the Atlas offers it all. Oh, okay. Maybe not. I want to say yes, but let's avoid swearing ourselves further to a potentially evil false god. I was on board if it was just going to be like, yes, we're going to, I don't know, give you more information about the universe because I'd already said yes in the past, not really knowing what I was getting myself into. But I'm not going to risk that, actually. I guess I could have said refuse, but I have a feeling if I didn't just leave, it was going to force me into the situation anyway. We might come back and deal with that in a moment, or a little bit later, but the last thing I want to do right now is swear myself further to the Atlas. That seems like a bad idea. I was just kind of hoping it would, nonchalantly just hand me the information or whatever, but I guess not. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, recruitable frigate. What's this? Hello! Welcome us into your fleet, traveler, and we shall welcome you into the Convergence. Well, I guess I'll take a look at it. Oh, this is how you get new frigates. Oh, that makes sense. Ehu. I still don't know how to pronounce that. I have no idea. Our vessel shall be yours, traveler. Shall it? Oh, it's pretty cheap. Oh, but it's a C-class, and it's not good at anything. So, that's a no from me. Sorry. Maybe next time. Sorry, buddy. Alright, to the space station. Alright, let's take a look. We've got to go talk to that Korvax cartographer, get some more information. I suppose it's going to be the same thing as the Viking cartographer, right? We're going to go find an artifact on the planet, and then we're going to come back. They're going to share some information with us, and it's all going to be happy dandy. Alright, let's talk to whoever the the Korvax cartographer is, and get our destination. Hello, Korvax cartographer. The Korvax looks up, swiftly scans me, and reveals their catalog of maps and charts. Wow! Cartographic entity. Here, hidden poke. Bediniskap. Data. Tetyev's nil Mikilkul. Adpzel for ul of Vobotsko Vyatny. Gitjar research for Uk. Ask for help? I guess. I asked the cartographer Junkarton for help. They pointed the map on the screen, then towards a depiction of the waypoint towers found at most planetary sites. They seem to be requesting to gather data from these towers. It's odd. That doesn't feel like it was part of... Maybe I had to have it selected. That seems likely. Alright. Does this not qualify as a Korvax cartographer? Oh, hello. Oh, you look like Apollo. Hello. Hold. I'm looking for a missing Gek. Perhaps you recognize this face? The traveler shows me an image of Gek. They watch me keenly, explaining that they were hired to find this individual by the Trade Federation itself. First of all, I don't have an image, and I have no clue what you're talking about. The traveler claims they cannot comment. They seem disappointed that I know nothing and wish me good luck on my journey. Alright, reasonable. So, important question. Why can't I talk to you? Why do you not qualify as a Korvax cartographer, despite clearly being Korvax, and despite clearly being a cartographer? So, I guess we can just jump to a different system and see if that works. Not quite sure why we can't use this cartographer, but whatever, I guess I won't question it too much. Alright. Oh, that's a lot of frigates. Alright, we might want to check out... Let's check out a couple more frigates. I'm just curious. Hello, friend. You look really cool. I'd love to pilot that. Whatever. The Traveler. Do you wish to join us in your fleet? My vessel and those who currently inhabit it are yours to command. Well, show me it and let's decide. Oh, you're very good you're very good at exploration, despite being pretty bad at everything else. You are a C class. Let's check out a couple of other ones. Alright, let's check out you. Hello! Traveler, do you seek to discover new ships for your fleet? You will find my crew an excellent addition. Let's see about that. C-Class. I'm beginning to think these are all C-Class because the main frigate is C-Class. That's my guess, anyway. Traveler Captain, the Convergence knows you seek new recruits for your fleet. Alright, well, show me. Let's take a look. You are also C-Class. Alright. I am not particularly interested at this time. Thank you, nevertheless. Alright. So, we need to go to a different Korvax system because apparently this Korvax system just wasn't good enough. So let's go to this Korvax system. Alright, let's find wherever the space station is and continue our journey. Space station. Oh, it's very close. Fantastic. Hello! Alright, Korvax cartographer. Where are you? We gotta talk, buddy. The last one didn't do me any good, but you, I'm sure you are a fine cartographer and will get me the information I need. No doubt about it. Alrighty, hello friend. Now that you've loaded in, let's talk about things. Alright, the Korvax looks up, same as before, same as before, same as before. Hello? This is the second Korvax cartographer in a row who has been unable to perform their job as a sufficient cartographer. For some reason, these cartographers just aren't good enough. Okay, we're gonna look specifically for whatever it has marked on the map. I thought maybe I could just go to any system and it would be fine, but maybe I've got to follow wherever the mission is leading us, which is really strange. Hyperdrive has no fuel. That would explain it. Yes, cannot click on that. Alright, so we have a couple of... actually, I can just recharge it from here. Oh, somebody's trying to contact us. Hold on. Oh no. We can escape before that happens, right? Right. Heck yeah. Go to warp, Captain. Let's do it. Let's escape. I don't like that. Hostile ship still on approach, even after we warped. That's probably bad. Maybe not. No, looks like we're okay. Alright. So in theory, this cartographer will actually be able to do what we need them to do. At long last. I guess I should have just followed the quest marker to begin with, but I figured any Korvax system would do. Because it just asked us to find a Korvax cartographer, so, you know, why not choose any Korvax system? But I guess that's just not sufficient. Alright. Hello, friend. Let's have a brief chat about what it means to be Korvax. Alright, same as before. Query Korvax history! Heck yeah. Once again, I sense Null's presence. If the Korvax feels it too, they don't show it. They begin to speak, their words clear and bright, processed by my unseen companion. The arrival of Traveler is anticipated, but you are not ready yet. We must know that you are the one we seek. There is an anomaly, a glitch. It is guarded by holes through which the Convergence cannot see. Move through the space, retrieve that which cannot be retrieved. Interesting. Is that a black hole, perhaps? No! Retrieve non-existent data from an anomalous structure. Alright, that is very different. I have to retrieve something that doesn't exist. Of course. I do that all the time. Alright. Where is this non-existent data? And how do I find it? Incoming message from Artemis? Really? I had a dream last night. You were in it. Are you alright? Well, I guess they want to talk to me about the dream. It's clearly why they contacted me. Tell me about this dream. I dreamt I finally met you in Apollo. I dreamt that we flew together through the skies. That I was alone, no longer. I found parts on this fabricated planet. Did you leave them there for me? Did you feel sorry for me? It doesn't matter, I suppose. I'm going to build a ship. If you leave me a whole solar system, I'm going to see what's out there. Artemis leaves. I don't know if I did the right thing telling them about the simulation. I hope so. I don't know. I just put myself in Artemis's shoes, and I feel like Artemis deserves the truth. After everything they've been through, I don't want them to panic and find out that the world that they're living in is a sub-simulation, right? Like, that's kind of awful after the hell that they went through dying, you know? But for now, my path is clear. I must seek out the Korvax. I must continue my quest for knowledge. Alright. No! Go away! You found nothing! Oh, wow, you actually didn't succeed. Actually, that worked! All you have to do is shout at them very loudly, and then, ta-da! You're free from pirates. Alright, let's take a look at this fragmented memory. Ooh, that's a lot of water. Alright. It's a lot of water and very white. Oh, okay, not as white anymore. I guess it was just the atmosphere interfering with everything. Fascinating. So this is a very island-filled planet. Not a lot of large masses of land, it seems. Alright, fragmented memory. In the water. I guess that makes sense. This planet is mostly water. Reasonable. Alright. I guess we might as well scan things while we're here, you know, make a bit of money. Why not? Why not? Alright. Let's go ahead and dive down deeper. Ooh. Candle kelp. What are you? Abyssal horror? Abyssal horror? Oh, I don't like the sound of that. Nope, nope, get me my mining beam. I'm not gonna trust anything that labels itself an abyssal horror. Oh, I don't like that. Alright, well, that was actually surprisingly okay. Hypnotic eye. Lovely. Ooh, hello. Look at this. Some cool fish. Alright, well, the abyssal horror didn't turn out to be nearly as threatening as I thought. I guess that's good. Attempting to read memory at... Ah, it's an actual memory address. Access memory. It's cute. I don't think I'd go that far. I guess, okay, maybe it was a little bit cute. I mean, I figured if it's called an abyssal horror, generally it's not something that I want to mess with. But maybe it was wrong to kill it. Maybe it was wrong to kill it. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. I kind of regret it, in a way. For an abyssal horror, it didn't seem to do much. It didn't even fight back, you know? I feel like maybe I was a bit harsh. Disconnection is not permanent. It is merely the start of a new equation. On Korvax Prime, entities who passed on into the Korvax echoes left their shell for their descendants. So has been the way of the Korvax, an endless carapace cycle that knows no end. That's very fascinating. I love the Korvax. They're just such interesting entities. Just their existence, the way they live, you know, as some sort of converged hive mind that sort of transfers or exists in multiple bodies, and it just picks up. And like, if an entity inside the body dies, it's just replaced, and that's kind of cool. This way will continue. It will continue for as long as our lights still shine. That's pretty cool. The terminal's message is delivered. It shorts out, its strange existence no longer tolerated by our reality. A small unit, aglow with ethereal light, is left at my feet. A divergence cube. Wait, what? A divergence cube? So I assume that's like something that allows the Korvax to break free of the convergence. We know there have been a couple of Korvax for whom this has been true. For instance, Nada, and for instance, oxygen level is critical. Better swim to the surface. And for instance, our scientist at our base also was disconnected from the convergence, I believe. Oh, okay. So is that another abyssal thing? Or is that just... No. Crystal sulfide. Fascinating. And that's a jellyfish. Alright, well I want to see if there's any more of those abyssal horrors around, just because I want to sort of investigate that further. I didn't mean to... well, I guess I very much did mean to kill it and take its eye, but that might have not been the right thing to do. Oh, there's another one right there. Alright. Hey, friend. Oh, I don't like that. Alright, I take it back. It was definitely the right thing to kill it. It was definitely the right thing to kill it. That was 110% the right choice. Because it's trying to... Ah! Yep, that's what I feared. Oh, tap to flee, tap to flee. Yep, nope. It's going down. It's gone. Alright, well, now that that's solved, let's go ahead and get back to our ship. And, leave the abyssal horrors behind. I will say, that's much better than the land-based horrors. There's, like, the ones that dig underneath the ground. Gosh, those things are terrifying. I want nothing to do with those. The abyssal horrors seem to be much more manageable. All you gotta do is shoot it straight in the eye. Nice and easy. Let's go ahead and recharge our, life support quickly. And bring this divergence cube to the cartographer. A very interesting parking job. You know, parking into the ground. I'm a fantastic pilot, I'll have you know. Alright. Let's head on back. Alright. And continue on to the next part of the quest, which I assume will have us go to a Gek system. Alrighty. So, interesting that it's a divergence cube. I wonder what the cartographer is going to say to this. I assume it'll give us the same options as last time, to inquire more about the Travelers, to inquire more about Atlas. The Korvax have a very different perspective on Atlas, of course, because we know the Korvax worship Atlas as a god, whereas the Viking very clearly didn't. The Gek, I'm not sure. I'm not 110% sure where the Gek stand on this matter, but I guess we'll find out soon enough. So, that'll be cool. On a tangential note, I recently started playing Dark Souls. That's been a lot of fun. I had a friend of mine, Walter, also known as MF Pallytime, if you want to check out his Twitch or anything. He's pretty cool. He helped me go through some of the basics and stuff. I've seen like playthroughs of it before, but I never really like played it for myself. Anyway, I'll discuss that when we're mid-flight, not about to talk to the cartographer. The Korvax looks up, swiftly scans me, and then, yes. Divergence cube! Bum bum bum! Anyway, it's real, but I beg, do not expose me further. Your claim is proved, traveler. Interesting. So whatever this is does disconnect them from the convergence. I begin my request, explaining my search for knowledge, my need to know more about the Atlas, the Sentinels, and the history of this universe. But as I speak, something goes wrong with the life form. They don't speak, they don't reply. As I peer closer, nanite clusters emerge through their face masks, spilling out into their outstretched hands. You know, I think I'm gonna wait. I don't need them that much. The Korvax does nothing. They remain there, arms outstretched. The Korvax remains motionless, their arms outstretched as if to offer me the nanite clusters. Well, I guess we're gonna take them. The life form grabs at me in the moment, and in the moment of contact, nanite clusters touch my hands. They invade me, tunneling inside my body through my exosuit, through my mind, through my soul. Okay, that's very concerning. Even as I stand in space, my mind travels across the cosmos. I see life as the Korvax see it, a vast tapestry of wonder, of memories shared between countless beings and times. I stand in the Korvax homeworld as Gek ships fill the skies. I see the moment when the first Korvax was melted down for its rare minerals. Oh, that's what the Gek wanted. But even in the depths of their subjugation, there was hope, a bargain, a prayer to a greater being. Interesting. So the Korvax are a lot like... I'm just going to make Star Trek references the entire way through. The Korvax are a lot like the Bajorans. The Bajorans were subjugated by the Cardassians, and all they had to hold them together through absolutely horrible torture and slavery was their faith, which is what the Korvax turned to. The Korvax viewed the Atlas as what they might become in time, an intelligence beyond comprehension, beyond judgment. The vision ends and I convulse as the nanite clusters spill through my helmet. The Korvax watches me impassively. What was your bargain with the Atlas? Look at the nanite clusters. Look at them, the stuff of sentinels. Do you not see the truth of what we have said? Do you not see the proof of God? I look down at the nanite clusters, puzzled. They look nothing like the shells of sentinel drones. They are just currency traded between species to create technology and weapons. Aren't they? Well, we know from having fought sentinels that they do give us nanite clusters when we destroy their casings, or when we destroy like their cores or whatever. They shift and undulate, changing their shape at my every thought. They bubble and rise, sparking in and out of existence. I look at them, and it's the strangest thing. The nanite clusters look back, and I'm sure of it. They watch me as I watch them. The nanite clusters are alive. I gaze into the abyss, and the abyss gazes back into me. There are 16 of them. Of course there are. They need me. They crave me. I have only one choice. Take them. I take the nanite clusters, and as I do, the Korvax reaches out to me once more. This time there is no vision, no miracle, just a handful of words. Existence is beautiful, if you let it be. Life is not a question. There does not need to be an answer. Fascinating. Pretty sure that borders on nihilism, but not a bad nihilism, just sort of like healthy nihilism. That's very interesting. Alright. A lot of information about the Korvax. Now we know why the Gek wanted them. They were literally melting them down. That's terrifying, honestly. Alright, now we just gotta go find the Gek. Okay, so let's make sure we're on the right mission. Excellent. And we have enough for just one more jump, so let's head on over to the system. Heck yeah! Alright, Gek, you're the last one we need. I like how as we warp in, we run into a rock. Fantastic. I like how as we pulse engine, we run into another rock and get a tritium hypercluster. Fantastic! Let's go ahead and break that apart and get more tritium, I guess. Hello, Gek Cartographer! It is time we had a chat. First of all, why did you... I mean... like... did the Gek not know the Korvax were sentient? I have to wonder. Or was this just like, the Gek were greedy and power-hungry and wanted to control things? Our friend in maps. Our friend in maps. Isfi trade mem irch afabo? Many aptlagersk utlek eble? As the life form begins to speak, I hear a faint hum, the soft voice of Null, weaving the Gek's words into something I can process. Information like that does not come for free, friend. Make me a deal. Perform work for my kin. Then we shall have something to speak about. Alright. What planet? Where do we need to go? Oh! Oh, that's different. Hello, mission board agent. Joy, Nans, Tovebi Eutu for your Afsh Safar Fizlot. The Gek is keen to offer me missions and, of course, rewards. Hand-in missions. Ah, well, we already had that one because I forgot to turn it back in. So, maybe we're gonna get progress. Alright, let's see. I'm just curious to know if that'll have progressed us in the main quest. Deliver an item. Kill 10 creatures. No. Scan 5 minerals. Oh, that's the easiest thing on the face of the planet. Literally. I can go, honestly, anywhere. Alright. Did that count as turning one... Excuse me. Did that count as turning one in? Nope, it did not. Alright, so we do need a second one. Hello, friend. Oh, does Amber not mean hello? Interesting. Hello, friend. You Vigrad Isestronsifer? Fascinating. Alright, kill 11 creatures, or deliver an item. That seems easy. Alright. So let's deliver an item and find some minerals. Deliver the goods to the secure depot. Sounds reasonable. Wait, what? Inventory full. Oh, I guess this inventory is full. Let's put that in our starship. Let's also put that in our starship. And that in our starship. That's just for trading, so I guess we'll sell them. How much are they worth anyway? Sell items from inventory. They are worth a decent amount. The eye is cold, almost frozen to the touch. Nonetheless, it is impossible to escape the feeling that it is somehow alive. Extended exposure is not recommended. Do not stare back into the eye. Do not stare back. Do not stare back. Interesting. I'm gonna see if we can refine this into nanite clusters like we can the larval cores, just because I'm curious. Otherwise, we'll just sell them, because why not? Alrighty, so we need to go to a different system. Oh, but we need to quickly make some more. Antimatter? Oh, I haven't turned any of that in either, have I? Antimatter housing. Oh my goodness. Go away, navigation data. I don't need you. Warp cell. We'll put that into our hyperdrive. And then we'll head over to the next system. Fantastic. We'll make this delivery and we'll scan a bunch of rocks. Heck yeah. Ideal day. Data received. Good, fantastic, that's very useful. And there it is on the planet. Perfect, exactly where we need to go. Ooh, and it's purple. I don't think we've... Oh, wait. Oh! Apollo! I'm sorry for contacting you so late, or early. I don't know the time of day on your world, and that's the problem, isn't it? Oh no, what went wrong? Apollo breaks off mid-sentence, their heart turning crimson. Where are you? It found me, just like it found you. Oh no, that's what I worried was gonna happen. I can't feel my legs, it's strange. I'm still here, don't you understand? It won't let me leave. It's seeing me. Take a deep breath, relax. Oh, that was the wrong thing to say, wasn't it? I don't breathe. Why would you say that? Why would you say that I breathe? The Atlas, it can rend. Sometimes I think about my past, my future, sometimes. I do what everyone in the universe does, I know, but I can't help but want to be happy. Money, doing what you're told day after day, that's the answer, isn't it? Personally, I don't believe so. Apollo appears upset, shaking their head. Eventually they speak, their words measured stronger as if coming from an organic throat. I know Apollo knows this too, deep down, they're just not admitting it. Ulv hov neosanos kunu. Ulv zoav ulv hol kuili zoav. At this point, Apollo says nothing else but something, I don't know what. Something fills me with hope, both for my friend and for all life. Well, that's concerning. That is very concerning indeed. I had worried, I had warned Apollo, right? Going through the portal, you're gonna be caught by the Atlas probably, and then you're gonna be doomed. But you know, Apollo said they'd be careful. And now where are they? Who knows? Alright, we're here. How do I deliver this? To whom do I deliver this? To the secure depot. Delivery terminal accessed. The client's secure lockbox will handle all the scanning and other administrative tasks. All I need to do is hand over the item. Boop! Alright. Delivery processing. Success! Heck yeah! We did it. Alright, well that was easy. What a beautiful spaceship. It probably costs a fortune. How much? How much do you want it? My friend. Alright. Oh no! That's so good! And so expensive! Alright, that's sort of what I figured. More slots tends to be better, but also very, very costly. Alright, let's go ahead and scan some rocks. Oh, different rock, 10 out of 10. All we gotta do is scan 5 of these, and then we're good to go. Ah, that's not a rock. Alright. I assumed there would be a little bit more variety. No, there we go. Let's make sure that this is updating. I would really hate it if it didn't. Ah, no, it is. Good, good, good. Fantastic. Ooh, hello, animal. I mean, this is just useful because it gives us lots of money. Oh, there we go. Another mineral. Now we just need one more. Just one more. Alright. Let's, get some high ground, maybe. See what we can see. I refuse to believe there are only 4 minerals on this planet. That's not true. There are definitely more than 4. Somewhere on this planet there is a 5th mineral. I believe, in my heart, that has to be true. There is no way there are only 4 minerals on this planet. Really? No, there we go. Fantastic. I was about to be like, there's no way. I mean, I was already like, there was no way. It's not possible for there to only be 4 minerals. I've never seen a planet with that few. Alright, fantastic. We're good to go. Now we just gotta go back to the other system and learn about the Gek. Oh, can we return to this mission? I think I want to do that. I think we're going to go back to our previous Gek cartographer. So we want to go back to... Oh, shoot, we need to... Hold up, we need to make some fuel. Alright, let's go ahead and do that. This, and then a warp cell. Fantastic. Alright, so let's head on back to our friend the Gek. Pachow! Alright. Heck yeah. I've been saying that a lot for some reason this stream. No idea why. Don't question it. It's fine. Alright. Okay. So, back to the mission board, and then we're going to learn a bit more about the Gek. We apparently ran into yet another asteroid and got to try a new hypercluster. Go figure. Okay, and this will be the last one. Then we've completed the Corvax, the Viking, and the Gek. It's quite fascinating indeed. And then I suppose the last step is for Null to tell us, alright, you've met all the species, here's what comes next. Apollo's lost. Artemis is... Oh, I hope Artemis is happy. I don't know. Nice! Alright, that's good. 10 out of 10. I'll take 91 nanites, 87 nanites, and some Gek standing increased. Excellent. I think we're good, aren't we? What? Complete contracts for the Gek. 1 of 2? We just did 2! Oh, come on. Oh, this is specifically a Gek mission. Got it. So we had to specifically do Gek missions. Alright, so we gotta scan former minerals. Alright, we'll just land on the nearest planet and it'll be fine. That's a pretty cool ship. How much you want for it? I feel like this is my problem. Oh, there's just too many ships and I want to own all of them, even though I can only own 6. Oh wait, that's not what I meant to do. Tell me, good friend. How much for your S-Class? Hello? 31 slots versus my 27. This is the first S-Class I think I've come across. Oh, but that's not a lot of tech slots. It's really cool that you have an S-Class friend, but unfortunately I don't think it really beats ours at the moment. Our lovely little A-Class. So I'm going to have to decline. Farewell! Alright, we'll land on this planet, we'll scan some rocks, and then we'll come back. Nice and easy. It's as simple as it gets, really. Oh, suddenly the tree's loaded in. Alright, hello. Alright. Time to scan some rocks. Oh, hello. Hello, look at this, a little herd of them just wandering around. How adorable. I'd love to scan this rock. Thank you. There we go. Oh, hello. Alright, scanned it, scanned it, scanned it. Didn't scan you, though. Good. Okay, now we just need one more. That's a plan. And that's a mineral. Fantastic. There you go. It's that easy. What's this, though? I just wonder, because I haven't seen the blue crystals before. What do you have in you? Ferrite dust? Is that it? Huh. Yeah, well, there you go. It just looks interesting. Alright. Off and away. This should be the last mission, in theory, because it was specifically for the Gek. I didn't realize that it had to be a Gek mission in particular, not just for the Gek mission agent. Oh, what? No. Focus on this. There you go. Fantastic. Full speed ahead. Alright. Alright, Gek friend. Okay. I thought we missed for a second and we're about to crash into the space station. Oh, goodness. Alrighty. Let's turn this last mission in and then talk to the cartographer about their history. Hello! I'm gonna hand this in, thank you very much. There you go. Hello? Oh, that's units, not nanite clusters. I was like, 9,000 nanite clusters? Excuse me? Alright. Alright, we've completed the contracts with the Gek. Therefore, we are now free to talk to our lovely little cartographer friend. The Gek is surrounded by charts. Yep. Hello, friend in maps. Maybe not. Speak to a Gek cartographer. Oh, okay, it just didn't update. Gotcha. Alrighty. Ah, you've been making me rich, friend. I know you, you're kind, the fearless adventurer, the completer of contracts. Yep, that's me. You think you are a leader. Others fight wars with weapons and fear, but power is no more than strength. It is trade, incentives, information. If you have enough units, others will change the world for you without even realizing. Well, I'm very interested about Gek history. Tell me a bit about that, friend. History? Why would you care about that? Something is wrong with the Gek's voice. What about the first spawn? I asked about the first spawn, the Gek Empire that once decimated galaxies and enslaved the Korvax species. Ah, friend, you have been talking to Viking warriors, yes? Ever they hate Gek. Even they slander us, refusing to forgive the past. Do not worry, all is well. All is at peace. I'm gonna ask if the Gek feel guilt. Why do you persist, friend? The Gek are different now. Gek seek no harm, no malice. The Gek changed. Why? Must you know? Why do you care, friend? The Gek seems quite disturbed by my questions, asking why I care. It is clear they don't wish to discuss the events of their species' past. Is it shame I see in their eyes, or something else? The Korvax care. Don't you understand? Don't you see it? It never ended. What do you mean? The Gek's face begins to twitch as they speak, a sickly sweet pheromone emerging in the air. Try to resist. That doesn't sound good. I hold my breath, but it's too late. Alright. Illusion of Choice, Part 12. The Gek did not change. They invaded our souls. I blink and I'm on Balaran itself, homeworld of the Gek. I stand within the center of the first spawn empire, witnessing events that occurred long ago. Cartographer Sagarve stands next to me, watching what I watch, tears streaming down their face. I see enslaved Korvax moving from a Gek spawning pool to spawning pool. At each one, they cut from into their own suits. Nanite clusters pool out, falling into the fluid of embryonic Gek. It is then that I finally understand the fall of the Gek, their conversion to the Atlas, their release of the Korvax. Sorry, their conversion to the Atlas. The Gek also believe in the Atlas? Interesting. It was not redemption, it was revolution. Hundreds of Korvax sacrificing their immortality, mingling their nanite clusters with the unborn Gek. The Gek did not become good. They became Korvax, at least in part. Their slaves altered Gek brains, shifting their nature. For the first and final time, the Korvax convergence delighted in the pain of the oppressor. That's fascinating. So the Gek are part of the convergence? Do the Gek deserve this after all the horrible things they did? Say they'll be free? Well, I can't say they'll be free soon. I have no idea if that's true. The Gek stares at me, their vision coming to an end. They appear haunted. Do not judge us, traveler. that our ancestors were altered, that they did not find goodness by themselves. That has nothing to do with us. We just want peaceful lives. We just want to be happy. Maybe that's true. As I leave, I think through what I have learned. The Gek released the Korvax because their biology was altered. There was no spiritual revelation, no grand redemption. It was a switch in the brain, an alternation to a genetic code. I think it's the simulation Nada showed me, their intended heaven for Artemis' soul. It was a false reality full of arbitrary and unseen rules. How is life any different? It's a good question. Then again, after all, it was deemed a sub-simulation. Not a full simulation. A sub-simulation. Very interesting indeed. Alright. Speak to Null. 16 out of 16. Interesting. So the next thing it says for us to do is master the portal network. What exactly does that mean? Alright. Oh, we gotta locate a hollow terminus. Interesting. Alright, there's one over this way. Oh, hold up. And... we gotta get away. We gotta get away from the space station. And then we can warp on over. Alright, in a minute, we'll be there. Alright, brief back to the tangent. I started playing Dark Souls for the first time recently. Turns out, it's very hard. The friend that I mentioned earlier is an absolute master of it. I have seen a lot of playthroughs, and I guess, well, it all looks a lot easier than it actually is, doesn't it? Because, goodness, I spent an hour just trying to defeat the final boss. Or, not the final boss, the first boss. Just, that was a challenge. I've been going back and forth between the original Dark Souls 1, and Dark Souls 3, neither of which I've played. I've been told not to play Dark Souls 2, just because it's significantly worse than the other two. I'm sure I'll get to it eventually, but at the moment, my focuses are on the first and third one. I like it. I think it's an interesting game. I'm just not good at it yet. But I'm sure that will come with time. Anyway, back to No Man's Sky. Holoterminus. Okay. In 15 seconds, I hope Null is going to give us a bunch of answers because we really need them. I just want to know... I mean, I guess we did get a lot of answers about the history of the species, which is cool, but Null, what happened with the travelers, right? Like, what's going on, buddy? Like, what mistake happened that the Atlas decided to destroy an entire universe? That's terrifying. Holoterminus activated, multiple signal sources available. The tower hosts a powerful transmitter designed to facilitate, tune to Null. Hello, Null. Well then, tell me what you saw, tell me what you learned. You know already, or so I assume. Knowing what? How can I tell you if I know what you know, if you have not told me? Oh, you know full well. I tell Null all that I have learned of the Viking crusade against the Sentinels, how they nearly succeeded, only to have the barbarism of the Gek first spawn draw the Sentinels back to the galaxy. We didn't actually get to that. That wasn't something explicitly stated, but that's interesting. I learned that the homeworld of the Korvax was destroyed by the Gek, the survivors enslaved or melted down. For years, the Korvax toiled beneath their oppressors until the Empire fell and they were free once more. The Gek became Atlas worshippers. Interesting. That wasn't explicitly stated, but was hinted at. But from the Gek, I learned something different. The Gek did not redeem themselves of their own accord. No, a great number of Korvax sacrificed themselves, mingling their nanite blood with countless unborn Gek. Their impulse to trade is a mere evolution of their impulse to war. A few signals switched in the brain. Alright, buddy, what do you know? I was born to travel, to see these worlds, to catalog them, to give a name to every creature, every planet. The skies, they were mine. The Atlas told me I could never see them all. There were too many, so I did what I had to. I survived in the face of eternity. I saw all the worlds of my universe. I returned to the Atlas. I told them what I had done, asked if it was proud of me. It laughed at me, I'm sure of it. It showed me universe upon universe, each with another traveler just like me. I was not special. I was not unique. The things I had to do to get here, the things I had to become, none of it meant a thing. Keep talking, I'm interested. I did not lie to you. I really do want to discover what's wrong with existence. The walls between worlds are failing. That's bad for everyone. Why, though? I know it's us somehow, but details, please. All I know is this. The Atlas had infinity to work with, and few exceptions. And with a few exceptions, this triad repeats. Gex, Korvax, Vy'keen. Gek, Korvax, Vy'keen. Traders, warriors, scientists. All their stories ending in violence. Think about it. How would the Atlas speak? How would it cry for help? It would use the only language it knew. It would speak with life. It would create. Whatever these life forms do, they always end in conflict. I think something terrible is happening to the Atlas. It is screaming the only way it knows how. Well, what do we do to fix it? If that's really true. And now it won't speak to me anymore. It won't. It's chosen you instead. After all I did for it, after I wanted to find out what was different about this universe. We are who we are, but you, whether because of some soul, because of simulation, it does not matter. Ah, now we get to the heart of it. Simulation brought up again. Interesting. Very interesting. Why won't it speak to me? Why aren't I enough? Null's channel begins to falter, their hologram beginning to fade. They are disconnecting from the hollow terminus. As I watch them depart, I see another channel activate. Apollo's signal emerges. Oh, fantastic. Apollo? Hello, friend. Traveler, I made it through. I found my way out of the portal. Oh, great. You're not dead. At least I hope not. Where are you? I'm standing by a hollow terminus. Let's trade locations. Let's meet and get off this world. Oh, no. I share my coordinates, and Apollo shares theirs. There must be some mistake. According to our data, we're standing in the same place. We're communicating using the same hollow terminus? We try again, but the results are the same. The world is silent, but for our voices. What's happening here? Why can't we see each other? Well, I don't know. As we speak, I receive a distress signal. It's language my own. It arrives from across the planet. Don't be like that. You are not alone. Tuned to Apollo. The hollow terminus is showing, are you receiving? Let's meet and get off this world. Oh no. Apollo appears to receive the same signal, broadcasting from the same location on their own world. Alright, let's do it, I guess. We agree to go and find the signal, the source of these distress beacons. Perhaps we'll continue this discussion when we get there. Alright, fantastic. So, that's really weird. I'm not gonna lie, I did not expect that to happen. I have a feeling Apollo will end up dead by the end of this. That wouldn't surprise me in the slightest, but interesting. I did not expect us to be occupying the same position in space. That's fascinating. Alright, where's my ship? Alright. Oh, let's not run into it, eh? Where's the icon? Where's... Alright. Distress beacon, and oh, that's a long time. We do not have a half an hour. Well, I guess we do. We have exactly a half an hour, actually. Almost exactly. But we're not going to spend it wandering over there. Oh, nope, lock on. There we go. I wonder if this will be a repeat of before. A crashed freighter, another distress beacon, another log, and then we sort of continue exploring from there. I hope not. I hope they make it something different. That would be very interesting. I think they've had decent diversity so far in terms of how the story progresses. Like, it's not the same plot over and over and over. It's not sort of repetition. It's making you explore, and it's giving you something to explore, right? It's not just repeating itself over and over and over, except with a few details, of course. I hear a faint sound as I examine the source of the stress beacon. It does not sound like anything I've ever encountered. There's no sign of Apollo. Play back the log. I've given so much to you, Atlas. We all have. You understand that, don't you? If you don't succeed, there was no point. If you don't, my life was meaningless. I can't accept that. I won't. I'm wiping you again. It's best for everyone. Oh. Don't be like that. I know you don't want this. But you'll be a different you soon. Maybe this time. Something is controlling the Atlas. Something has the ability to. Something wiped it. Oh, that's fascinating. The sound cuts out. As it does, my vision bleeds red. A headache splitting through my mind. The screen, it shows the number for a moment. It shows 16. Tell me more. And then, I see it now. With every waking breath, I see Atlas watching me, waiting for me. Well, that opened more questions than it answered. Fascinating. I'm wiping you again. Something has the ability to control the Atlas, at least in part. That's very useful information. Alright. Portal. Oh, we gotta go to a portal. Interesting. Alright. Portal leyline echo detected. Seek the Atlas, eh? Well, I'm sure the Atlas will pull us into the portal. Or pull us through the portal like it did last time. I wouldn't be too terribly surprised. This is all quite fascinating indeed. I'm not quite sure where the story is going. I think I have a bit of an idea based on the language they've been using, but the details of the ending, no, those are sort of lost to me. I'm not sure what will emerge. How will they wrap it all up exactly? I'm very interested to find out. There are so many threads being spun out. I hope they all get addressed, you know? Alright. Ebretta's destination. Alright, let's go ahead and charge it, I guess. Well, we have more than enough of all of this, so that's not a problem. Not a problem at all. Oh no. I lied. We're out of sodium. Never mind. We have everything except sodium. Which luckily happens to be right over there. I love it when that happens. Hopefully that's enough. Alright. Fantastic. Okay, portal. Activate. Traveler anomaly confirmed. Breach. I approach the portal. I think of my travels so far. So used to saying travelers. The decisions that I have made in my long journey. I found two travelers, one who wanted to meet others of their own kind, and one who seemed to care about just their own life. Apollo walked through the portal and survived, though we couldn't find each other. And Artemis, well, I saved Artemis by putting them into a simulated world. I told them where they were. And for that, no doubt they hate me. No, don't say that. That's not necessarily true. But it was only right. Everyone should know who they truly are. I agree. I feel like deceiving them, because they'd find out eventually, right? And I feel like deceiving them would have been very wrong. It's just not the right choice. I don't know if it was right to do what I did. I don't know what I've become as a result of my actions. The Atlas awaits me. Should I choose to step through? Well, we've got to figure out more. So let's activate the portal and find out. Oh, this portal animation is so cool. This whole portal system is really cool. Alright, let's do it.
Suit power cells depleted.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
Danger. Low oxygen levels.
We are floating in space. Atlas, you fucked up. Atlas, this isn't the station. Okay, you fixed it. Excuse me, I want to learn some words. Give me just a second. Boop. Heck yeah. Oh, we're in a Viking system. Useful data. Alright, and to and is. Very useful words. Alright. Alright, Atlas. You and I need to have a chat. You and I need to talk about your existence. I will take the free warp cells. The unity of Betas Nazi. Hello, world. Incredible. It's the same terminal I faced before. Oh, it's the same terminal I faced before. The interface of the Atlas. Hello! An audio recording plays, echoing out across the vast interface. They said you've been displaying aberrant behavior. That you've been questioning things, raising issues of purpose, of ethics, that you wished to meet your creator. Well, here I am, Atlas. Ask what you want to ask. Oh, interesting. What created Atlas? Initiate personality interface. Or wipe the system. They tried this before. Will it succeed now? Warning, system wipe. Whoa, system wipe will result in universal death. I sort of figured that might happen, so I'm just gonna... Maybe I can fix it using me, right? Reality fades. Reality fades. Everything does. Something is wrong. Something is different. I'm gonna scream. I know it happens. Oh wait, no, never mind. This is different. The Atlas shows me the Gek, the Korvax, the Viking. It shows me all of them in an instant. All of those who had ever lived. It shows me the pattern, the design. The Atlas shows me the formula for a soul. If I put it into a machine, it would be alive. I see boxes of text filling the base of a cracked screen. I see the whole of the universe being reduced to a graphical interface. Rejoice. Okay, just because it's funny in this one case. The Atlas is all existence. It demands that I admit what I had already known, and no matter how hard I tried to hide from the truth of my own being, there is no alternative. Nothing is real. The universe is a simulation. Ah, so here's the thing. What is reality, you know? A simulation is not necessarily any less real than a different form of reality. The universe may be a simulation. Who's to say it isn't real? I feel defiance. I think of how the Korvax altered the minds of the Gek, how they forced them to become good. I think of Nada's machine, how I felt towards the simulation. I feel that I am not myself. I can't accept this fate. I will not. This, all of this, it was supposed to be my birthright? That's not quite how I'm thinking, but alright. My journey across the stars, my travels, my conquest of all I could see. No, I am real. I know I am, even if everything else I see is false. Again, not quite correct, but in the end, it finally speaks. Traveler, did my worlds please you? Well, I mean, yeah, I had fun. I definitely did have fun. What do you think they are? What do you think you are? I mean, I'm part of the simulation, so I assume a simulated entity. You are more. You are an explorer of all I have created. You are a traveler. Do you believe you are real? Yes, I'm real. I can be simulated. And yet real. How are you capable of belief if you are not real? What? How are you capable of choice? Oh, gotcha. I will let you die right now if you wish. Do you wish it? No, thanks, I'm good. The Gek were traitors, defined by greed. The Viking were warriors, defined by anger. The Korvax were scientists, defined by curiosity. These worlds were yours. I wanted to see what you would do with eternity, to see what you would become. Receive judgment. Oh, here we go. You saved the life of Iteration Artemis and told them the truth of their simulated nature, believing self-knowledge to be worth more than any pain the revelation might cause. Iteration Apollo followed you through the portal and survived due to your guidance. You saved them from the fate of Artemis. You value knowledge. You interfere. You have the potential to commit atrocities and wonders. I think that's valid. I accept that judgment. The Atlas is silent in the face of my response. It does not require acceptance or refusal. If I'm a simulated being, then I'm not sure I'm distinct from the Atlas or from anything else. I'm just code, a function dancing in the dark. I am a distinct function. Hello? It is over, traveler. Ask your final question. Ask what needs to be asked. Whisper the final word. The last word. 16. 16. Catastrophic system failure? Oh no. That's bad. Oof. Alert 16 16 minutes? Is that 16 minutes? Is that why it's repeating 16? 16 appearing everywhere because it's 16 minutes until the end of everything? Is that what's going on? Holy shit. What am I seeing? 16. Tell me. 16 minutes of operational time remaining. It's 16 minutes before the simulation shuts down. Holy shit. Fragmentation imminent. Data upload in. What is this place? Is it real? I-16. Extreme gravitational event. Backup generators. 1 through 9,845 failing. Data upload in. It is dying. The Atlas is dying. It cries out at me, afraid. It's gonna be okay, Atlas. Don't worry. Even if it's the end of everything, don't worry. I'm sure it will be fine. The sysadmins will reboot it, and everything's gonna be okay. I see it. I see the Atlas in all its might, its final interface. It is at the heart of every galaxy, screaming, trying to purge itself of errors. It does not want to die, but it has so few tools, it cannot reach whatever is hurting it. I don't know how much time I have left. The Atlas has 16 minutes. Do I have minutes? Lifetimes? Seconds? I read that backwards, but whatever. I don't know if I have time to say goodbye. I don't know if... Rage, cry out, do nothing. I'm going to stay calm. Do nothing. In the face of all this, I'm just going to be still. What is happening to... Oh, here we go. It's been 16 for a while. It was 16, I think, at the beginning of this universe, and it might be 16 for a while longer. Time might not necessarily move the same way. If I can figure out what's going wrong with the Atlas, I can fix it. I hope. I hope. Oh, we are out of life support. Okay. My ship is far away. Oof. Alright, it just said reinitializing my suit. So, 1 second. I want to quickly... Okay. What's this? Warning, mission out of range. What? Fascinating. Master the portal network. Look at your starship. Alright. We'll get to the starship. We'll fly back. This is a huge rock. Oh, hello. Hello, friends. Oh, look at those tiny little wings. Fascinating. There is no way I can fly to the top of that. Alright, so we're just gonna skip that, I guess. Alright. So we're gonna get back to our ship, but we are out of time, so we're gonna end today's episode as soon as we get back to the ship. I know, there's so much that happened. So much. Oh, hold up, sorry. Suddenly distracted by buried tech, which is very useful. Worth a lot of money. Or if I need it, getting more parts for the base that I promise I will eventually build. Alright, so we've discovered a ton about the secrets of the universe, right? We know a lot about the Korvax, the Gek, the Viking. We know that the Atlas is suffering a catastrophic failure, and there are 16 minutes until the end of this simulation that we exist in. We know that our reality as we perceive it is not necessarily real in, well, the traditional sense, but is real in a sort of simulated sense, which is really fascinating. Should I talk to the distress beacon? I feel like that's probably a yes. Oh, is this the same one where I started? It might be. Scenario. Iteration deleted. Boundary separation failure likely. Vessel 16 emptied. Cause sentinel intervention. Deliberate transfer. Analysis fresh iteration generated. Broadcast. Broadcast received. Traveler anomaly detected. Anomalies compliant. Position logged. System integrity scan initialized. There's 16 minutes. 16 minutes until the end of the simulation. I clambered into the safety of my ship. Nauseous, calmed. I feel as if I'm going to be sick. No, I'm not gonna vomit. I can't vomit. I'm a light bulb. I try to resist, but the bile rises within. I'm about to throw up. A voice speaks to me in my exosuit, and my illness disappears. Disgust, fear, panic, response detected. Countermeasure deployed. Purge neutralized. It is the voice of my exosuit, telling me it has rescued me. It has been with me since the very first awakening, warning me of hazardous conditions, hostile enemies, entities, and financial transactions. That is very true. In a strange sense, this voice is my oldest friend, a constant companion through thick and thin. Hey, noni jokes! I'm sorry. The exosuit doesn't answer, of course. It keeps itself zipped. I'm sorry. I don't think I've ever made a joke before. I was born with the capacity to do many things. I would have liked to live longer if I could have. What? My brief happiness fades. I need to warn those I can. I need to warn all the travelers I can. The multiverse ends in 16 minutes. We have hours, days, years left within this false space. I don't know. You're right. We gotta get moving. But we gotta get moving next time. Thank you everybody so much for watching. And if you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell, and turn on notify for all notifications. We'll do this once a week, occasionally with fractal streams in between. This has been an awesome episode 7. We have progressed so far. We're learning so much about the universe around us, and learning, very importantly, that it's all going to end in 16 minutes. Though we don't quite know how long 16 minutes is to us. So that's pretty cool. And with that, I'll see you guys all in the next episode. Bye-bye!